Say what? Let's rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, RB fans around the world, we need to talk about what's happening every single time Ashanti steps on stage these days. Something has shifted. Something powerful. Fans are saying she's better than ever. And tonight, we're diving deep into what has everyone buzzing. But before we even begin, don't go anywhere, because in just a moment, I'm going to show you a clip that proves it all. The performance that has people saying Ashanti isn't just back, she's reborn. So wait and watch, because you do not want to miss this.
Now, we've seen Ashanti in many eras. Early 2000s chart-topping princess, mid-2010s independent hustler, and even the woman who defied the odds after stepping away from Murder, Inc. But now, fans are saying this new version of Ashanti is unlike anything before. She's not just a performer, not just a recording artist. She's a mother, a wife, and some say a supermodel strutting across the stage with confidence only life experience can bring. The big question is, what changed? Because when fans see Ashanti hit the stage today, they're noticing her voice has a new richness, a deeper control, and a raw emotional power that wasn't always there before. It's as if the life she's living off stage, the late nights, the diaper duty, the marriage lessons, the family love, is feeding into her craft. Imagine this. Ashanti steps out in glittering heels, the lights hit her skin like golden fire, and the crowd roars. But instead of just giving them the nostalgia hits, she's delivering something bigger. The way she holds the mic, the way her body flows with the music, it's not just choreography, it's storytelling. Fans are calling it Queen energy. And behind the scenes, that's where things get even more emotional. Because while Ashanti is dazzling fans in the spotlight, her mom is right backstage, holding baby KK, making sure that Ashanti's son is safe, loved, and close enough to feel the energy of his mother's music. It's like a full-circle family moment happening in real time. 3 generations, all tied together by love and rhythm. One fan on social media wrote, "You can hear the motherhood in her voice, you can see the wifey glow in her smile, and you can feel the superstar in her moves." That's the trifecta, ladies and gentlemen. Motherhood, marriage, music, all converging on stage every time Ashanti performs. But here's where it gets dramatic. People are whispering that the industry doesn't know how to handle this new Ashanti, because she's not the same artist labels used to manage. She's stronger, smarter, and more in control of her image than ever before. And when you combine that with a fan base that's watching her evolution in real time, you get a comeback story no one saw coming. And let's not forget the way she moves. Fans are saying her dancing has taken on a whole new edge, fluid, fiery, fearless. It's like she's dancing not just for herself, but for her family, her legacy, her little boy watching from the wings. Every hair flip, every step, every body roll is a declaration. Ashanti is still here, and she's not going anywhere. It's also worth noting that when she performs now, she's not just pulling in her old fans from the early 2000s. A new generation of fans, young Gen Z concert-goers, are discovering Ashanti live for the first time, and they're walking away shocked. One viral tweet simply said, "Why did nobody tell me Ashanti was this good on stage?" But of course, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Because while fans are falling in love with Ashanti's glow-up, there's also pressure. There are critics. And there are people who want to question if motherhood and marriage can really coexist with a demanding music career, and that's where things get even more dramatic. Stick with me, because in the next part, we'll explore how Ashanti is answering those critics, not with words, but with performances that leave the crowd breathless. Now, here's where things get really interesting. For every wave of applause and fan praise, there's always a critic lurking in the background. Some people have been quick to question whether Ashanti's evolution is real growth or just a momentary spark. They say, she's glowing now, but can she keep it up? Can she really balance motherhood, marriage, and music? But Ashanti isn't answering with tweets or interviews. She's answering with the stage. Think about it. This is the same woman who once faced doubts in the early 2000s. Back then, critics dismissed her as just a hook singer or said she couldn't hold her own without jaw rule. And yet, 20 years later, here she is, standing taller than ever, proving that her artistry wasn't just built on hits, but on staying power and motherhood. Instead of slowing her down, it seems to have fueled her. One fan captured it perfectly online. Motherhood didn't take Ashanti's shine, it polished it. And that's exactly what audiences are noticing. Her voice is deeper, her stamina stronger, and her performances more layered with emotion. She's not just singing words anymore, she's living them. Take her performance of Foolish the other night. Yes, it's a classic. Yes, it's nostalgic. But when she sang it this time, with her son backstage, it hit differently. Fans said you could hear the pain, the wisdom, and the love of a woman who's lived through heartbreak and come out the other side stronger. It wasn't just a performance, it was a testimony. And here's the kicker. When Ashanti dances now, fans are saying she looks like a supermodel. Not because she's trying to prove anything, but because she's embodying a new kind of grace and confidence. The strut, the poise, the glow. It's not the energy of a 20-year-old chasing fame. It's the energy of a woman who has built a family, fought her battles, and earned her crown. But while fans are celebrating this transformation, the industry is whispering. Some insiders are asking if Ashanti might be quietly preparing for a new era. A reinvention not just as a singer, but as an all-around entertainer. Because with her voice sharpening, her image glowing, and her stage presence on fire, the timing couldn't be better for a major comeback. And don't think the family factor is a small part of this. Her mom, who has managed her career since day one, is still right there backstage. But now she's not just managing Ashanti, she's helping with baby KK too. Fans spotted the trio together, calling it the ultimate family hustle. Picture it, Ashanti on stage, her mom holding her son, and Nelly cheering her on from the sidelines. That's not just a concert, that's history in the making. Let's be real for a second. This is what makes Ashanti's story so dramatic. She's not just a woman coming back to the stage, she's doing it while raising a baby, navigating marriage, and carrying the weight of being a cultural icon. It's pressure most of us could never imagine, and yet she's making it look effortless. But if you think this is where the story ends, think again. Because the whispers in the industry aren't just about her stage presence. There are rumors, loud ones, that Ashanti is gearing up for something bigger. A new album? A tour? A documentary? Fans want answers, and we might be closer to finding out than anyone realizes. So stay with me, because in the next part, we're going to uncover what insiders are saying about Ashanti's next big move, and why some believe this could be the start of her most powerful chapter yet. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss where this is heading. Behind every glowing performance, there's always a bigger story brewing. And right now, the whispers around Ashanti aren't just about how incredible she looks or how powerful her voice sounds. They're about what's next. Insiders are talking, fans are speculating, and if you believe the rumors, Ashanti may be on the verge of launching her boldest era yet. Word on the street is that she's been spending long nights in the studio, working quietly but intentionally on new material. People close to her have hinted that this project isn't just a collection of songs. It's a statement. A body of work that reflects her life as a woman, a wife, a mother, and a performer who has survived the highs and lows of a brutal industry. Fans are already calling it the motherhood era. They believe the album will showcase a matured Ashanti, weaving stories of love, resilience, and empowerment into the smooth R&B sound that made her a household name. Imagine hearing Ashanti's velvet voice, dramatic twist. With every whisper of a comeback, there's always doubt. Some in the industry are asking if Ashanti has what it takes to compete with today's R&B stars, artists like Summer Walker, SZA, and HER, who dominate the charts with modern, moody sounds. Can Ashanti bridge the gap between her early 2000s classics and today's streaming-driven world? The answer, according to fans, is a resounding yes. Why? Because Ashanti isn't trying to compete. She's carving her own lane. One viral tweet summed it up perfectly. Ashanti doesn't need to sound like anyone else. She is the blueprint. That's the energy fueling her return, the recognition that she doesn't have to chase trends because she helped build the foundation. And let's not ignore the visuals. With her supermodel strut on stage, her glow as a wife and mom, and her undeniable star power, Ashanti's image has evolved into something timeless. Imagine the album cover now. Ashanti in golden light, holding baby KK's hand, crowned not just by fame, but by legacy. Fans say it would be iconic, and the music would only make it stronger. So where does this leave us? We're standing on the edge of what could be Ashanti's greatest reinvention. Her performances are sharper, her voice stronger, her presence larger than life. And if the rumors of an album and tour are true, then this isn't just about nostalgia. This is about cementing her place as one of R&B's forever icons. But there's another layer to this story, and it's personal. Because as much as Ashanti is glowing on stage, fans have noticed how deeply her family fuels her performances. In the next section, we'll dive into the heart of it all. How being a wife, a mom, and a daughter has transformed her into not just an artist, but a symbol of strength. Here's what people don't always see when they're screaming in the crowd, holding up their phones, or singing along to Always on Time. While Ashanti is out there dazzling under the stage lights, there's another story unfolding just a few steps behind the curtain. A story of family, of sacrifice, and of love that makes every note she sings hit a little harder. Let's start with her son, little KK. Fans were stunned when they realized that baby KK wasn't miles away at home, but right there, backstage with his grandmother. Imagine the scene, the music blasting, the lights flashing, the crowd roaring, and just a few feet away, a tiny child quietly watching his mom become a queen in real time. It's more than just a show. It's history being passed down. And then there's Ashanti's mom, Tina Douglas, the woman who has been by her side since the very beginning. She's not just her manager anymore. She's the anchor, the babysitter, the rock. The fact that Ashanti can step out on stage knowing her son is safe in the arms of the same woman who raised her? That's generational power. That's what fuels the confidence fans see on stage today. Some fans even caught glimpses of Tina holding KK backstage during performances, and the images went viral. People wrote things like, "This is what real legacy looks like," and "Ashanti's son watching his mom shine while his grandma supports." It doesn't get more powerful than that. Those moments told a deeper story than any song ever could. But of course, we can't talk about Ashanti's new glow without mentioning the man who's been standing proudly beside her, Nelly. Their love story has been a roller coaster. Years of dating, a painful breakup, and then an unexpected reunion that turned into marriage and a family. And now? Fans say you can see Nelly's support written all over her performances. According to insiders, Nelly has become Ashanti's biggest cheerleader. When she's on stage, he's often in the crowd or backstage, not stealing the spotlight but making sure his wife has everything she needs. And fans love it, because it shows that their reunion wasn't just about rekindling romance. It was about building a partnership. The marriage glow is real, and fans can't stop talking about it. They say the way Ashanti moves now, the way she commands the stage, the way she lets loose while dancing. It's the energy of a woman who knows she's loved, respected, and secure. No more proving herself, no more questioning her worth, just pure confidence, fueled by family. One fan summed it up in a viral post. Ashanti's stage presence isn't just about talent, it's about love. You can see her husband, her son, and her mom in every performance. That's what makes this new era so magnetic. People aren't just watching a superstar. They're watching a family story unfold in real time. But here's where the story gets even more layered. For Ashanti, balancing these roles, mother, wife, daughter, artist, comes with challenges most of us will never see. Late nights after concerts, early mornings with a baby, the pressure of maintaining a public image, all while carrying the expectations of fans who want her to stay flawless. And yet, somehow, she makes it all look effortless. So what's next for Ashanti and this powerhouse family? In the final part of our story, we'll explore how fans believe this isn't just a comeback. It's the foundation of a legacy. Ashanti isn't just performing for today. She's building something her son will inherit, something her fans will never forget, and something the industry can no longer ignore. Stick with me, because the ending is where everything comes together. So here we are, at the heart of it all. The stage lights dim, the crowd cheers fade, and what we're left with isn't just a concert, it's a revelation. Ashanti isn't just performing better than ever because of practice or polish. She's performing better because life has reshaped her. Motherhood, marriage, and family have carved new dimensions into her artistry, and fans can feel every ounce of it. When you see her on stage now, it's not just about the notes she hits or the dance moves she nails. It's about the fire in her eyes, the glow in her smile, and the unshakable presence of a woman who knows exactly who she is. This isn't the Ashanti of 2002. This is Ashanti 2.0. Refined, unstoppable, and deeply connected to the life she's living off stage. And that's why fans are saying this era is different. Because when Ashanti performs with her mom and son just steps away, it creates a ripple effect. The audience doesn't just hear music, they feel family. They don't just watch choreography, they see legacy in motion. It's more than entertainment. It's culture, it's history. Now, the big question everyone wants to know, what's next? Will we see a new album, one that captures this transformation in sound? Will there be a world tour where Ashanti brings her fans into this next chapter live and in person? Or will she surprise us with something even bigger? A documentary, a fashion line, or maybe even a book sharing her untold journey? The truth is, no one knows for sure. But here's what we do know. Ashanti isn't slowing down. She's not hiding in the shadows of her past success. She's stepping boldly into the future, and she's doing it on her terms. And that's what makes this story so dramatic, so inspiring, and so worth watching unfold. For decades, people have tried to put limits on Ashanti. They said she wouldn't last. They said she couldn't survive without a label backing her. They said motherhood would change her career. And yet here she is, proving them all wrong, the start of her legacy era. Not just another run of concerts, not just another set of chart hits. A legacy. Something her son will look back on one day and say, "That was my mom. She did it all, and she did it with love." That's the kind of story you can't script. That's real life turning into legend. So the next time Ashanti steps onto a stage and the crowd rises to its feet, remember this. You're not just watching an R&B star. You're watching a queen who has fought for her place, embraced her roles, and transformed them into art. And if this is just the beginning of her new chapter, then we can only imagine how powerful the rest of the story will be. And with that, we leave you with this thought. Ashanti's glow-up isn't just about the music. It's about motherhood, marriage, and mastery. It's about proving that you can be a mom, a wife, a performer, and still burn brighter than ever. The queen is back, and she's showing the world that the best is yet